Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the importance of sleep. So if you're wanting to increase lean muscle mass and decrease body fat, then getting a good night's sleep consistently is a must. So in one 14-day sleep study, which I'll link below, patients were restricted to either 8.5 hours sleep or 5.5 hours sleep. And then what happened is the two groups were analysed with both their metabolic blood markers and also the effect that the lack of sleep had on their body fat levels and also their muscle mass. So the results showed that those who were in the 5.5 hours of sleep per night group, they lost 55% less body fat and they lost 60% more muscle than the group who had 8.5 hours of sleep per night. So the group who had only 5.5 hours sleep per night, they showed an adaptation to calorie expenditure. They also had higher levels of hunger and less utilization of body fat. So the conclusion of this study obviously showed that lack of sleep can compromise conventional dietary interventions into weight loss. Other studies have also shown that subjects who are sleep deprived can increase their daily calorie intake by up to 20%. So your training can also be impaired by a lack of sleep. So studies have also shown that those who are sleep deprived increase the risk of injury during training by up to 1.7 times. So another study looked at sleep deprivation and cortisol levels over 3 different groups with different levels of sleep deprivation. So one group slept from 11 p.m. until 7 a.m, another group slept from 4 a.m. until 8 a.m, and the third group did not sleep at all. The group that slept from 4 a.m. until 8 a.m. increased their cortisol levels by 37%, and the group that did not sleep at all increased their cortisol levels by 45%. So the study concluded that sleep loss can impair stress resilience and can also contribute to both cognitive and metabolic dysfunction. So even the short-term side effects of broken sleep or lack of sleep show that you do suffer from an increase in cortisol and a decrease in growth hormone. So in that situation there, it will be very difficult for you to grow muscle and also recover from training that you're doing in the gym. We also see an increase in appetite and a decrease in body fat loss as well. So if you already are struggling to lose body fat, then that will be compounded further by having disrupted sleep or lack of sleep. So these studies that I mentioned, they are mostly all short-term studies, so you can imagine the problems that are going to be compounded over a longer period of time if you do have broken sleep or disrupted sleep or even just a lack of sleep over weeks or months or years. So what I'm going to discuss in my next video is how to optimize your sleep in order to assist in improving your body composition levels. So what I do for my online and face-to-face clients is put together a training and nutrition program that is based on their body composition goals, but also takes into consideration their training and dieting history. And I also look at other areas, like I mentioned, such as sleep, stress management, and also increasing their incidental movement throughout the day. So if you do have any questions or want more information, you can click on the link in the description below. If you do have any questions, feel free to email me info@nickhallbodytransformations.com, or you can DM me on Instagram. Thanks.